My name is Jennifer, and what I am about to tell you changed everything I believed about life, death, and why we exist. I died when I was 44 years old. I know how unbelievable that sounds. A few years ago, I would not have believed a story like mine either. I was a normal woman living a normal life. I had responsibilities, worries, stress, and dreams just like anyone else. I believed life was simply about working hard, earning money, solving problems, and surviving each day. But one day, everything ended, and then something even more incredible began. Before my death, my life was filled with constant pressure. I was always worried about the future. Financial stress, family responsibilities, emotional pain, and endless overthinking consumed my mind. I ignored my health, ignored my body, and ignored the warning signs that something was not right.
I lived like many people live today, constantly busy, constantly anxious, constantly exhausted. I believed I had no time to rest, but the body always keeps score. For months, I felt unusual fatigue. My chest would feel heavy sometimes. My sleep was disturbed, but I kept pushing forward. I thought it was just stress. I thought I would deal with it later. That later never came. One evening, I suddenly felt a crushing pressure in my chest. My breathing became difficult. My heart started racing uncontrollably. Fear spread through my body like fire. Within minutes, I collapsed. I remember people shouting. I remember panic. I remember struggling to breathe. And then everything went silent. The pain disappeared. The fear disappeared. And something impossible happened. I felt myself leaving my body. I was floating above the hospital bed, watching doctors desperately trying to save me. I could see my lifeless body lying there, but I felt no connection to it. I was aware, conscious, and completely peaceful. The strange thing was that I felt more alive outside my body than I had ever felt inside it. There was no pain, no fear, no stress, only an overwhelming sense of calm and freedom. It was as if a heavy burden I had carried my entire life had suddenly been removed. I later learned that one cardiologist speaks about something similar, that we are not just the body, but consciousness experiencing life through the body. In that moment, I understood exactly what that meant. My body was there, but I was not my body. Then I began moving. I was drawn into a space filled with an incredible light. It was not ordinary light. It felt alive. It felt intelligent. It felt like pure love itself. The moment I entered that presence, I felt completely known. Every thought I ever had, every action, every emotion, everything was visible. Yet there was no judgment, only understanding. I cannot describe the peace of that moment in human language. It was deeper than happiness. It was deeper than relief. It was like returning home after being lost for a lifetime. Then something extraordinary began to happen. My entire life started playing before me like a movie. I saw my childhood, my relationships, my struggles, my mistakes, my victories. But I was not just watching. I was feeling everything again. I felt the pain I caused others when I spoke harsh words. I felt the joy I gave someone when I showed kindness. I felt the emotions of everyone my actions had affected. Every moment mattered. Every choice had consequences. Nothing was hidden. And yet, the purpose of this experience was not punishment. It was understanding. It was learning. As I watched my life, I began noticing something shocking. Certain major events appeared, highlighted painful experiences, difficult relationships, moments of deep suffering. Then I was shown something that changed my entire understanding of existence. I saw what can only be described as a blueprint of my life. It was like a plan created before I was born. The major challenges I had faced were part of this design. The people who entered my life were not random. Even my struggles had meaning. I was shown that my soul had chosen certain experiences for growth. The pain I once questioned had purpose. The suffering I once resisted had shaped my strength. I understood that life was not happening to me. It was unfolding through choices made at a level beyond my human awareness. Life is a journey of consciousness, learning, and evolving through experience. The body is temporary, but awareness continues beyond it. As I absorbed this realization, I encountered what felt like guiding presences. They did not speak with words. Communication happened instantly through understanding. They showed me different paths my life could have taken, based on different decisions. I saw how small choices created completely different outcomes. I realized that while there was a blueprint, there was also free will. Life had direction, but choices shaped the journey. I then experienced existence without the body. There was no hunger, no fear, no limitation. There was only awareness. I felt connected to everything, every human being, every living thing. I understood that we are not separate from each other. We are deeply interconnected. The anger, competition, and fear we experience on Earth suddenly appeared like illusions created by limited perception. At the core of existence, there was only love. And in that moment, I realized something painful. I had spent most of my life worrying about things that did not truly matter. Money, status, opinions, comparison, fear of the future. None of it had real value there. What mattered was how much love I gave, how much kindness I showed, how consciously I lived. Then I was shown my physical body again. I saw how I had neglected it through stress, unhealthy habits, and constant worry. I understood that the body is a sacred vehicle for consciousness. The body must be respected through proper living, awareness, and discipline, because it allows us to experience and grow. I saw the truth of this clearly. The body is temporary, but how we use it matters. Suddenly, I felt a powerful message. It was not my time. I resisted. The peace I experienced was beyond anything on earth. I did not want to return to pain, struggle, and limitation, but I was shown that my life still had purpose. There were lessons left to learn and experiences left to fulfill. Then I felt a strong pull. Everything began moving backward rapidly. The light faded, the peace faded, and I slammed back into my body. The return was shocking. The heaviness of the body felt unbearable. The limitations of physical existence felt overwhelming after experiencing pure awareness. I woke up in the hospital. Doctors told me I had been clinically dead for several minutes. They could not explain how I recovered. But I knew something had changed forever. My fear of death disappeared completely. I no longer saw death as an end, but as a transition. I understood that consciousness continues, but more importantly, my understanding of life transformed. I stopped living in constant worry. I began caring for my body. I changed my priorities. Relationships became more important than achievements. Presence became more important than pressure. I realized that most human suffering comes from living unconsciously. We rush through life without awareness. We chase things that do not bring fulfillment. We ignore our health. We ignore our purpose. My experience taught me that life is a precious opportunity for growth and awakening. I began sharing my story because people need to understand that their struggles may have meaning. Their challenges may be shaping them. Their life may have a purpose beyond what they see. This realization brings deep peace. If your life has meaning, then your suffering is not pointless. Your difficulties are not punishments. They are opportunities for growth. I also understood that awareness transforms everything. When we live consciously, we make healthier choices. We treat others with kindness. We care for our bodies. We experience life more deeply. My near-death experience gave me that clarity. I no longer fear the future. I no longer live in constant anxiety. I live with gratitude for each moment because I know how precious life truly is. And the message I bring to you is simple. You are not here by accident. Your life has meaning. Your experiences are shaping you. Your choices matter more than you realize. One day, every one of us will leave the body, and when that moment comes, what will matter is not how much we owned or how successful we appeared, but how we lived, how we loved, and how aware we were. Life is not just about surviving, it is about awakening. If my story touches you, let it remind you to live consciously. Care for your body, reduce stress, choose love over fear, seek purpose over comfort. Because the greatest tragedy is not death. The greatest tragedy is living without truly understanding why you are alive. I died at 44 years old, and in losing my life, I finally understood how to live.